What's up, guys? So today I am excited to talk about the two newest Zaharoff signature fragrances from the collection. We have the Noir and we have the Royale. And I've gotten a lot of questions over the past few weeks because these have been all over the internet. In fact, if you guys want to see a first impression / unboxing on these two, go check out the Instagram, which I did a really cool reel, which you guys can check out a little more about these two fragrances. But today we're going to dive into the new ones. You guys know all about this one. If you missed my full review on this fragrance, I think last year, I'm going to pop it up here so you guys can check it out. And let's see how these two stack up against this one, how different they are, if they are different at all, if they're worth your money, and for you to check them out. If you guys want to check these out, stick around. They're coming up next. Welcome back to another video, guys. So today, Zaharoff signature. Of course, you guys know all about the signature Homme, which I've talked about immensely. Today, it's going to be sort of like a first impression / mini review on these two fragrances. But if you want to see like a full-fledged review on each one of these, let me know in the comments, let me know in the like, and I'll come back with these reviews in detail in particular. But I'll give you like an overall, rundown on these fragrances. The original is so good. It's going to be like a modern fougere. It's a spicy lavender, spiritual incense, myrrh, kind of a dry down with the smoky vetiver, earthy. It's just a stellar fragrance. There's even like a little hint of oud in the back, which really adds this mysteriousness and almost a dark facet to the scent. All in all, I consider this a masterpiece from Claude Dir, which is the perfumer. If you guys want to know more, again, details in this in full, like performance, what do I get from the dry down, the whole transition from beginning to end, check out the review, which will pop here for you guys. So let's talk about these two fragrances. I have Noir on this hand, which by now it's really the dry down, and I have Royale on my left hand. Well, let's start off with the presentation. So basically, I do like what they did here. The fragrances actually suffered, if you will, a little upgrade. So now the caps are actually heavy metal cap as opposed to the original, which was kind of like a heavy plastic. A little bit metallic, but not as heavy, not as quality as these two. I gotta say, they have been upgraded. I can tell you that, I can attest that. They are available in two main sizes, just like the original signature Homme, Noir and Royale. You can find them in 60 ml or the 120 ml for $95 or $155 USD respectively. So the whole Zaharoff collection is going to have what I love, which is going to be a spicy lavender palette. Embellished by woods. I mean, if you look at the note breakdown, which we'll pop it up here at some point for you, there is a slew of note in each one of these fragrances. But what I pick up the most with Noir is going to be so again, I have the dry down here, I have the introduction here. It's going to be a little heavy, as the name implies here, Noir. It's going to be darker and heavier on the spices. I definitely think it's spicier. It's very aromatic, just like the original. I pick up on frankincense. There's definitely like a smoky facet in here. There's so many notes, but that spicy lavender is going to be the most prominent and predominant note within this fragrance, within this whole line, which is amazing. I love lavender, I love fougere fragrances. There's fir here, so it's gonna be a little bit balsamic, a little bit resinous. Pink pepper, ginger, which adds that spices that I talked about. Cypress, which I do love, which gives this a creaminess, very sophisticated and elegant nuance to the fragrance. So that is Noir in a nutshell. Now let's talk about Royale. Now Royale, again, I have it on my left hand here. I'm gonna spray it here again just to get the introduction again. Now Royale, right off the bat, I love what it does because it has, I wish I had like a boozier facet, but it doesn't really have a boozy facet, but it does give me a creamier facet, a more subtle elegance, an understated sophistication, if you will. So I would say Noir is definitely the loudest. This is in the middle, in between, and this is going to be the most subtle, the most smooth and creamy of all three. I do get a very predominant sandalwood creamy facet here that's really predominant from the beginning, and it rides the composition all the way through. So if you thought this was too strong and too, look how much I wore this fragrance from like a year ago. So I discovered this last year, and this whole collection that started with this one here just had me at hello. I love the fragrance from the beginning. As soon as I sprayed it on, I say, wow, this is a masterpiece. This is what we want. This is what I want. I want fragrance houses to do modern creations, but also borrow elements from classic fragrances, such as what this fragrance did. And this one here is great. It takes a lot of the classic feel, a lot of the classy elements that you find with this one and other fragrances of old, old world elegance, but it adds this really awesome modern sophistication to the scent. So Royale will have a blast of cardamom up top, which is really lovely. It's gonna have pimento, so there is some elements of spiciness here, but I think the creamy sandalwood is really the star player in this fragrance for me. I really get a creaminess facet from this fragrance that really makes it different enough from the other two. As Noir gives you more a blast of spices and a little darker facets, it screams a little louder, and again, it'll differentiate it from the other ones. If you try them side by side, you'll definitely get what I'm talking about. So I don't think, number one, this is redundant. If you own this one, it's not redundant to have these two, hence the fact that I got them all. I think, as I understand, George is going to continue this incredible collection with many different facets and other different creations that are on the works as we speak. So I can't wait to see other variations of different spectrums of the fragrance, maybe a gourmand fragrance, maybe a floral fragrance. So I know he's working on a rainbow, if you will, of colors and creations. So I can't wait to see those. But so far, these are outstanding creations. And I think when it stacks up to the original, it does a great job because it's within that wheel, but it's different enough that it definitely warrants you to check these out perhaps and own all three of them, which I'm absolutely enamored, and I love them, and I can't wait to continuously wear them in the fall, into the winter time, and into the spring, because these are just great. I mean, you can wear them dressed up, you can wear them dressed down. I think they have more of an elegant, sophisticated nuance about them. Mature, of course, I'd say 25 and up, or even 30 and up to really appreciate this. I think this is a very distinctive kind of a scent, whichever one you go with. These are not going to be your run-of-the-mill sweet, tonka, vanilla, ambroxan type of a scent. This is for the connoisseur. This is for somebody that has a seasoned nose, somebody that really appreciates the finer things in life. So as far as performance goes, I did get really good performance. The original gives me 10 plus. Noir gave me 8.5 to 9. And this one here, Royale, gave me about 7 to 8, which is, like I said, the smoothest of the three. But all in all, 8 plus. I love them. I think you can dress them up. Like I said, you can dress them down, but I think they have more of a, dressier, finer casual type of a setting. You could do this for work, perfect. I would wear this for dates if you want. So all in all, I think these are great creations. I love both of them. I would say I like Noir a little bit better just because it's spicier, it's a little bit louder within that fougere genre. But if you want something a little subtle, a little more smooth, definitely go with Royale or get both if you can. The smaller bottles are going to run you 95 bucks, but I think these are great additions to the collection. I can't wait to see more. Anytime you want to put your best foot forward, these will definitely give you that edge. Kudos to George Zaharoff for these two new additions to the collection. Kudos to Claude Deer, which I believe is the perfumer of these as well, because he did the first one. And of course, guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Zaharoff signature. And if you have tried these already, let me know also your thoughts on this particular collection, the Noir, the Royale, the signature Homme. And of course, let me know what other 2020 fragrance discoveries you've had so far and that you would suggest I would try or review for you guys. Perhaps I'll find something unique and new that I haven't yet tried. Guys, please go crazy in the comments. Of course, don't forget to show your support, guys. Leave me a like, touch the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so you get videos like these straight into your feed. Guys, your support is greatly appreciated. As always, remember, fragrance is emotion in motion. It's an extension of who you are. So choose your fragrance wisely and wear what truly moves you. I'll see you again right back here real soon. Take care.